Till the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's the Waffle Show and the Craig Show. Till the end we are. Big up to my brother Craig, co-host to the End podcast. We say, my G.
I'm good, man. How you been?
Bro, listen, about 10 minutes ago, brother, man was like, man,
Yeah.
hey, try the new workout thing because I'm trying to do some of that weight, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I done some kind of manual, I sent it in a group in it of like some kind of like leg workout, yeah, and I feel absolutely mash up, bro. You know when you do weights in the gym, yeah? Like this type of workout, the workout I did, the weights don't hit certain parts of my leg. So I'm feeling the back of my leg. I'm feeling like down by the side of my leg and all that.
Yeah.
Where the weights, you know what I mean? I could do like I could lift the whole thing in weights, yeah. But these different workouts really test other muscles in your legs. So I would advise you to try things out as well. So yeah, man. But
I'll definitely take a look at that thing and try and see if I can do some of the leg stuff as well.
definitely.
Yeah.
So what you been up to, man? I see you got the classic. What top's that on? What top you got on?
0304 top.
Woo! Is that the
Invincible top?
Invincible, yeah. Do you know?
Invincible season.
I was gonna do a show on that today, yeah, but I was so tired, so I wanted to take it back to 2004. Maybe next time we do a show, we can go back to 2004 because you're looking like you're back in 2004 right now, bro. With the cap and everything, you're looking pretty retro on that, man. You know what I mean?
That brings back the memories, the good memories of winning.
Era, bro. Era, but yeah, we'll do a show on that. We'll do a separate show on that outside of, you know what I mean, the normal routine and that. But first, let's do some housekeeping. Legends in the building already, man. Man like Gianni in the building. Woo-hoo. What happened to Napoli the other day, bro? Was that a draw? Did they lose? Or they got smacked up yesterday, innit? Did they lose yesterday?
They lost.
Yeah. That was a bit of a shocker, to be honest. I know Gianni must have been, he must have been bam, 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 smashing the bloody table. What is going on? But big up to Gianni in the place, man. Big up to AFC always. I call this guy the OG, yeah, because
loyal fan.
He turns up,
man.
brother.
Loyal.
He's the examiner as well. Yeah, he's the examiner. It hit you up with some questions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like yesterday, it was crazy on me and Cape stream. Yeah, big up to Cape as well. Yeah, Cape was getting the questions, boy. Do you know what I mean? I was just sitting there. I'm enjoying this, man. I'm getting my watch hours in. You know what I mean? But that was a good stream, man. That was a good stream. But yeah, talking about yesterday, Bruges. We played well against Bruges yesterday. Unlikely lineup. You know what I mean? Who's the odd man out in that lineup for you?
No guy at centre back.
What were you thinking when you saw that? Because I'm sure you sent me a message, bro. Like, did you send me a message or you said something?
No, we spoke on before remember we did the pre-show before.
Oh yeah. Because we saw the lineup,
Yeah, we saw the lineup, and I said that, wow, like Norgard never played it. I never seen him play centre back before. Like, seen for Brentford play centre mid, so I was a bit surprised. I was very surprised that he played there yesterday, man. But it did a job for the team. We had no other centre back, so he did a good job for the team and all that. So you gotta give him credit where credit's due. He wants to, and after said after the game that he wants to play anywhere for the team. He's a team player. He hasn't played a lot of matches, but he's more keen to play for the team, and it doesn't matter where the manager plays him. He just wants to play and help the team out. So I like the attitude as well. So yeah,
good attitude. And the thing is as well, he's the type of player that's probably only gonna really stay here. I don't see him really doing anything really past this season. Do you see him doing anything?
No, I think it's a stopgap for this season because obviously Thomas Partey and Jorginho left in the summer, so they just brought him as like a little backup to Rice and Zubimendi. So he knows he's not going to play a lot of games, so he just come in to play for now. Yeah, bench warmer. Come
That's
in when
where
he
I
needs
see
to
him.
come in.
That's where I see him playing, bro, on the bench, bro.
Yeah,
But
but it's good. It's good to have him in the team and the squad with his experience to help the younger players and all that. You know, the ones who are not got the experience he's got in the Premier League, just to get them through the line and stuff like that. So he'll be a good mentor to some of the younger players in the team as well. So it's good to have him there to help out as well when needs be as well.
definitely, man. You're not gonna get away with not talking too much, you know, and me talking today. You're gonna be
No, man.
talking a lot today, so don't
Okay.
like cut off just like that. You're gonna be talking a lot today, but
Okay.
anyway, let's start with a game, innit? Let's start with your side, and then we talk on my side, and then we
Mm,
come together and
yeah.
we chop it up.
Mm.
So, what did you think of the game last night, bro?
It was a wonderful performance. You know, after the defeat last week against Aston Villa, we came back. You know, played very well. Madueke had a great game, one of the best games for an Arsenal shirt, I would say. Up there, some of the top performances of the season he played. Scored an absolutely world class goal yesterday. Good shot from outside the box. Drilled past three players, got a great shot in. Good goal. Second goal was a good header as well. Good delivery in, and he got a good header. I thought he had a great game yesterday. I think the whole team had a great game yesterday. Yes, we were under pressure at times. David Raya made some crucial saves here and there when needs be, but we kept them quiet. Got and Martinez's goal was a very good goal as well. Just got a nice. Even Arteta on the bench was shocked when he scored that goal. Did you see his reaction when he scored when Martinez scored the goal? He was in shock, like he didn't believe he could do a goal like that. He was literally in shock. So when Martinez got that goal, that's
Crazy.
icing on the cake. And I think the biggest plus for me yesterday was seeing Gabriel Jesus come off the bench and get some minutes yesterday because obviously he's been out for a long time with his knee injuries and whatever. But him coming on brought something different to the team when he came on for goal Chris in the end. He had a chance to score. You know, it was a good shot. Unlucky, didn't really test the keeper, but he could see once he gets his full fitness, he could be a problem. He could be added addition to the team going forward. And I thought Wanieri when he came on yesterday had a good game, a great game coming on as well. You know, he got a good shot on. The keeper made a good save. And they were disappointed with the shot as well because he wanted to score to prove a point for the team as well. Um, I thought the young kid who came on as well did well. Salmon came on, played right back. He played well when he came on as well. And it's good that Arteta's giving these young players a chance to form the team. It's good to see that these young players know that if they work hard enough and they're good enough, they'll get a chance in the first team, no matter how old you are, whatever, they get a chance in the team. So overall, I'm quite happy with this result yesterday and the team performance as well. So yeah, we move forward to the next game on the weekend.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. And don't be too positive, Craig. Yeah, because you know some people might come
Mm.
after you, and some people might call you a top gooner for being too positive about that result. But yeah, for me, I thought it was a good game. You know, what it is when you lose a game, you want to see, you want to see an impact. I mean, you want to see, some kind of bounce in it. And I felt that because we had been poor in the previous game against who did we play? I can't remember. Who did we play? Who did we lose to? Oh, Villa. Yeah, because we were poor against. Yeah, because we was poor against Villa. This game in isolation had to be so much better, and the opposition, they were good, but I wouldn't say they were great. But they were good. They, considering our team, we were playing like mostly like a lot of backups in our team yesterday. It was a good test for them. And this is something that I think we should have like done earlier in the season. This is a bit of a problem for me in terms of the way the manager rotates. And it's not going to be like a dig out Arteta, but it's just constructive criticism and just analysis of what I've seen over the season. If with Pep, what Pep does is he rotates from early. Do you understand? Yeah. So the big guys, they're coming in down the line, yeah, where we play the big guys, yeah, till they're flipping muscles, you know what I mean, threading off the bone, and then when there's injuries, then we bring in, you know what I mean, like backups and stuff, where really we should really be keeping players, you know, rotated. And when I mean rotated, rotation just doesn't mean that you rotate a team and then you know that's it. Your rotation is also, you know, you play maybe a strong team or whatever, but you rotate players off maybe 60 minutes. I don't know, something like that. Maybe half time, something like that. Yeah. Especially if you're in control of the game. So it was good that I didn't see Rice. I didn't see a lot of the first team players. I was a bit shocked seeing Odegaard, because Odegaard, I think he's played like 90 minutes already. I don't think he was great yesterday. But I thought Bruges were quite good. I know they lost 3-0 yesterday, but I thought they actually played well. I thought it was back and forth. I didn't think it was a game that we controlled. And sometimes I don't want to see an Arsenal game that's controlled. I want to see what we're like in attack. You know what I mean? Instead of like everything's got to be controlled, everything's got to be boring. I want to see a game. And yesterday I saw a very good game of football. That's just my opinion, though. Everyone's got different views on how they want to watch, how they will see football and stuff like that. But I thought, you know, there were some good performances yesterday. I thought Norgard at the back. I thought there was some things in the game he done pretty well. There was a few blocks that he done well. He distributed the pass pretty well. The only real threat I think was from that Forbes guy on the right, and Skelly kind of, he was getting tested, and Skelly, I think, still struggling in that position, but he's struggling in that position because we know he's not a left wing, he's not a left back or a left wing back or whatever you want to call it. That was a good opportunity maybe to play Skelly in defensive midfielder, and that's where it goes back to the rotation. He doesn't seem to trust players in certain positions, and this is what issues that I have at times, which I've just spoken about. Apart from that, though, I thought Madueke he had a very good first half. He was jinky down the line. He was trying to test his man, trying to put in some crosses and stuff like that for the Ghosterez in the box. We're going to talk about him, and we're going to talk about him a bit later, because a lot of people probably not going to like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. And yeah, as you said earlier, he scored an absolute weldy, bro. Yeah, the way he turned inside his man, it looked a bit scruffy the way he done it, but he got past his man, and the defending weren't great in that situation. But you know what? Yeah, the way he just shot that and the way it went in top bins, I thought it was a very, really, really good goal, and he deserved it. He obviously in the second half as well, Zubamendi played that cross into the box where, what a beautiful cross. But you want to see guys like Gyökeres getting onto the end of those type of crosses. It's all about movement, and this is what I'm going to talk about in terms of movement and runs. Yeah, you only get what you give, and for me and you, who's played as strikers as well, yeah, there's certain runs that a striker's knows how to make, and the striker has instinct to make. Yeah, those runs where you just run, you check back, and then you move. All these type of things I'm not seeing Gyökeres doing. But anyway, we're gonna get into that a bit later. So, other than that, Martinelli scored a really good goal. And then we just saw, and the crucial thing about the second half is that we scored early, and that's what I wanted to see, because Bruges was slowly coming back into the game at the end of the second half. I mean, first half they were, they were probing, they were getting shots off. Raya was pulling off a few good saves. Second half though, we killed it. Within the first 5 minutes, game done. Yeah, and you know, that was cool. So yeah, it was a good result. You know, a lot of players did get opportunity to get on the pitch. You know, when Yeri came on, he looked a bit lively, as you said earlier. Jesus, I thought, you know what, he came on, he looked really good and stuff like that. And rightfully so, you know. And this is what you do: you wear down teams, and then you bring on players, you know, that haven't had a bit that haven't played that much get football. And then yeah, it was a successful game. The only thing that I would say though, and I'll let you come in after this though, yeah, is that people say don't get too gassed, you know, about yesterday, and I totally understand that. I totally understand that. But we are playing Wolves on Saturday evening, so you know, it's going to be a different type of test. I think Wolves are probably going to have men behind the ball. They're not going to be as so open as Bruges was. So two types of different tests, but that doesn't mean that Wolves scare me, by the way, and that doesn't mean that this same team can't beat Wolves. Yeah, that doesn't mean that. But I think it's good that those players got, you know, I mean, game time. I'm waffling now because that's what I do. What you got to say, man?
Game time. Yeah, I agree. I think this game on Saturday is going to be important to bounce back. I know we did well yesterday in the Champions League, but it's a different competition. Premier League against Wolves. I know they're bottom of the league and all that, and everyone thinks it's going to be an easy run for us to beat them. But we have to go out there and show them, go out there and do the job first and beat them. It's not going to be easy because they're gonna have low blocks. They're gonna come and defend, put 10 behind the ball and try and defend against us. So we have to go there, break them down, get a goal first, and then hopefully get a couple of goals and win the game. So we have to work very hard on Saturday against Wolves. So it's not going to be an easy game.
100%. Big up to Boy 10 in the building, man. He says, but Arteta isn't really given license to rotate because the fan base keeps on making an issue of how the team look when X or Y player is out the team. I hear it. Big up to Tony. See the new logo, Tony Claude Gunner TV. Big up to Tony. I thought that was an AFTV logo. I thought man got promoted, but big up to him as well, yeah. Brother, listen, you need to text me, bro, man, because we need to do our shows, man. I don't like this missing 1 week and we must catch up at least once a week, bro. Yeah, because I know everything passes, bro, but we need to hook up on that, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the assembled in the building. Boy tenses, even this Bruges game, more people saying the midfield lost terrible with Rice out rather than just be happy Rice got rested. And frankly, the midfield was the same as usual to me. Gyökeres is doing all right to me. We got what I thought we were getting. If he's better than this, then he'll show it eventually. What I find odd is Raya had to make crucial saves, in my opinion. That tells me our defender wasn't quite as tight as the scoreline suggested. Interesting thoughts. Let's talk about Gyökeres, man, because I've been giving him time and space and, you know, time to adapt and stuff. And I know he's not really played that many games since his injuries. And, against Burnley, I thought he was really good. But there's some concerns for me. And I'll tell you what my concerns are, yeah? So one, the fan base tune is we don't pass the ball to him. We don't get the ball to him, which, of course, that is a point as well. And big up to BBK in the building as well, yeah? Big up to BBK, yeah? If I had a round of applause, I'll be like... Big up to BBK as always. Now, the fan base... I'm not going to be careful what I say here because this is my channel, and the great thing about your channel is that you can say anything you want on your channel respectfully. Yeah, I'm not going to start cussing out your mama and blood clot, and you know what I mean. I'm going to start doing all of that. Yeah, but the honeymoon's over, as Turkish said. Yeah, for our players, our new players, and Yes, I know you picked up an injury, but I need to see more from you, York. Yeah. You don't look like a man, yeah, that is fighting, yeah, for his place right now. Is fighting because one, Havertz isn't fit yet. All right, Jesus played the game, but listen. Once Havertz gets fit, you need to be worried about your place, bro, because I've not seen anything yesterday to tell me that you're balling out, bro. Remember we spoke about the runs just now, like the check, yeah, the running and you checking. Haaland, yeah, is unique at that. If one thing Onome, you know, on my boy Onome, yeah, the Man City fan, he obviously you play for Barnsley and you play for a lot of pro clubs, yeah, professional clubs.
Yeah.
And one thing as a striker he talks about is those runs, innit? Those runs, yeah. And these runs, yeah, you do these in training a lot of the times as well, yeah. If you cannot perfect that as a striker, yeah, because he doesn't even look like he's that fast. He doesn't even look like he's got that much pace. That's one thing. And two, this thingy about occupying the defenders is frustrating to me, bro. Because every time I see him, I never see him like with a space, in a space of his own where the ball can be like cut back or distribute. He doesn't make those type of runs, or he's not using that type of intelligence. Now, strikers can adapt, yeah. Even at his big old age, yeah, he can adapt, I think. Yeah. It's not just about running, you know, as a striker, yeah, it's not just about being on the shoulder and running off the last man. Yeah. You have to adapt when you play in the Premier League. And for us, because teams don't play, not all teams play like the high line defense. Yeah. He has to start to like maybe adapt his game a bit more. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I think I agree because as a striker, like even sometimes if you look at scenarios as well, like when I play striker, I was more of an in the box striker, like a poacher, like I could run in behind and get goal. But I always used to gamble like in the near post or the far post or corners, or sometimes you like when the ball's cut back, or sometimes the defender makes a mistake. I was always getting tappings, like easy tappings, just always finding the right space to move in the box. Sometimes you don't have to be the biggest striker in the world to move around. You just have to make sure you're clever and always sit on the biggest defender. Always make a movement to make the defender have a headache by thinking where should I go to stop the striker. But with Gokras, sometimes it's like to stand on the defender, and the defender like last week against Aston Villa, for example, he kept on sticking onto edge on Konza, and Konza's a good defender, and he didn't really like try and test the other defender that was on Pau Torres. I thought he went to Pau Torres to try and test him to see if he can get through it. I think he kept on staying for one defender, and every time the ball came to him, and trying to battle him, and he kept on getting out muscled and everything. So he has to work on that side of his game where he needs to be more flexible, come short when the ball's sometimes when they put him crossing into the box, like even the Chelsea game when Timber took the header off him. If I'm a striker, I'm screaming for Timber to move out the way. That's my ball. He has to be more demanding of the ball to win to get goals. He's not really demanding. It's very like quiet, very shy, very like not very vocal as a striker. As a striker, you have to be vocal and you have to make the runs. If you don't make the runs and you don't get the ball, you can say, "Well, I never got the service." But if you're not making runs or you're not making intelligent runs, then how your teammates going to believe in you that you're going to score goals? Look when Jesus came on yesterday, for example. Jesus made a couple of runs. The ball came to him. He opened up the whole play of the game, and it was he had more chances to have a shot on goal. I think he had more shots on goal than Gokras had in the whole game when he was on the pitch yesterday. And that's what it's It's all about intelligence as a striker and game management as well. When you're a striker, you have to make sure you're flexible. You have to, move around, like call for the ball, come short, come deep. Tell the player, move a player around, left, right, center, move around, not to stay in
I'm
one place.
I am glad you just said call for the ball, yeah, because I mentioned this on my boy's show, BBK. The other, I wasn't on his show, but he had a show earlier, and I said, "Listen, bro, yeah, when you're like that, yeah, you have to demand the ball, bro. Yeah, listen, if the manager's gonna take me off for me demanding a ball, then take me off, yeah." Take me off, because no way a striker like that, yeah, shouldn't be more hungrier, shouldn't be demanding the ball, yeah, off his wingers, shouldn't be demanding, like, even hand signs like, come pass the ball to me, bro. Yeah, you can't be doing the soft thing. Yeah, I don't care if it's Arteta. Yeah, you're there to score goals. Yeah, and I don't, if the manager don't like you, the manager don't like you, but the way you shut the manager up, yeah, is by scoring goals, innit? Now, I know the chat are talking about the system doesn't fit and all this kind of stuff, yeah, but you make the system fit. Yeah, you're the striker at the end of the day. Yeah, you're given the opportunities, so you have to make sure you fit the system. Yeah, you know, this is football. Yeah, football is not a crazy game. Yeah, the way some people talk on football, yeah, like it's some mad, crazy, overcomplicated, oversimplified game. It's not, bro. Yeah, what it is 2 goals. You know what I mean? You've got whatever 11 man on each side. Yeah, one. You know what I mean? You have strikers, you have midfielders, you have whatever defenders and stuff like that, officials and all that, fans and all that in the ground. Yeah, the you know what I mean. The thing is to beat the other team in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And how do Arsenal of 2025? My club was formed in 1886. Yeah, it's 2025. Yeah, 2025. Yeah, and I'm sitting here with you. Yeah, talking about a striker when we've had one of the world's best strikers in world football. How am I talking about this guy? This guy can't even find space. 28 years old, and everyone's making excuses for him.
I can name all the great strikers we had: Ian Wright, Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry, Carnu, Walford. You can go on and on and on.
You're going back into that. I know you're going back into that because you got the top on that. You're just going, yeah. And Joe, the thing is though, Craig, yeah, Gyökeres doesn't have to be a great striker, in my opinion. The thing is, that guy can strike a ball, yeah, but we're just not seeing it. So yes, there is a problem. 2 things can be true at the same time. Yes, the players are not finding him as well. I get that, but I think he needs to simplify his game. Yeah, I think he needs to do instead of running straight into the box. Yeah, maybe fall back a bit deep. Maybe sit just near the edge of the box. So if that ball comes out, you're there to smack it, bro. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because we know that his ball striking is mad. Yeah. It's just something has to give. I just don't get it, because every game he plays, and listen, I'm behind every single player, whether I rate them or not. Whoever wears that shirt and goes out on the pitch, whether I cuss them their rass, yeah, I'm behind them come match, yeah. But when I see performances like last night, where the team were actually open against us, yeah, you have to start to think to yourself, yeah, what is going on? And another thing as well, what people don't talk about, yeah, we're gonna get deep in this. People don't talk about players' confidence as well enough. That brother, his confidence is on the ground. He has, brother. There's a lot of players in our team that don't have confidence. You know, their confidence is even Madueke. You don't look like a confident brother. Yeah, a lot of these players, yeah, they're not really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they haven't got that confidence in them, you know. And I think sometimes, yeah, with players like Gyökeres, I think sometimes, yeah, a goal coming off his shoulder, his knee, or something like that. Because when we saw him score, do you see the confidence he exuded once he scored? He needs a goal desperately, yeah. And the players on the pitch, yeah, they need to do more as well. So I'm not putting everything on Gyökeres, but I think collectively, yeah, if they want to do the oh, do you know what, we're not going to pass to you thing, yeah, that means they don't trust him. Yeah, that means there's no trust. Yeah,
definitely.
And that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Yeah, because in the dressing room, yeah, do these men talk? You know, what type of character is Gyökeres in the dressing room? Is he quiet? Is he one of those type of guys that just don't really talk or anything? All of these things, yeah, It's the psychological of sport and everything as well. Let me go through these comments and let me hear what you got to say. Actually, go and say what you got to say, and let me just go through these comments, man.
I thought that you're right because I thought that like like strikers like have to be vocal. Like the Arsenal fans already have enough of Godcrest. How can people have much higher standards when it comes to Godcrest than they have for Arteta and Havertz, whatever happened to give him time? I agree with AFC Wolves. I agree that he needs time, but sometimes you have, as a striker, you have to be demanding. You have to want to get a goal because sometimes like the ball goes into the box, he's not in the box to get a poach. Like when he's at Sport in Lisbon, for example, in the box he was always scoring poachers that goes inside the box. And the ball come in the box, he was always scoring. So like if I'm a striker and my winger is not giving me the ball, I'm demanding the ball of my winger, centre mid. Like they need to find him. Like, but you have to be clever. You have to be intelligent. And if you're struggling with confidence, go and watch other players, other top players in the league who are doing better numbers than you. Like have a Haaland, or look at the old school strikers who their movement are good. I can name you strikers that are very good movement wise. Andy Cole scored a lot of goals movement wise. Alan Shearer scored a lot of goals movement wise. Thierry Henry, Michael Owen, Van Nistelrooy was very good in the box.
Shearer weren't the fastest player in the world, or Van Nistelrooy. They weren't very quick players either,
But
but
they're very
they were
clever.
intelligent and very clever.
Harry Kane, if it was a modern day striker, Harry Kane is very good at movement and he can go into midfield and does his stuff. Who else you got? Elite striker. Lewandowski's not the quickest striker, but he's very good at movement and scoring goals. You got players like other strikers.
Even Walter Maida as well. I think he's got very good movement as well.
Yeah,
and he's not that quick either.
You got some players in the Premier League who can score goals because they break the nuts. Even Chris Wood, for example, people might not rate him, but the guy scores a lot of goals. He scored an awful lot of goals for Nottingham Forest and other teams he played for. So you've got strikers in the Premier League who you might not think is the greatest striker in the world, but they can score goals at any time. Even there's another striker in the Premier League that's very good at scoring goals. I just not really under the radar.
There's a few, mate.
There's so many.
Even Ekatike, bro. I thought Ekatike would have probably more like. I think Ekatike probably suits Arsenal style probably even better. I don't know why we didn't look at him as well because
he's a good striker.
His all-round game, man, is
he wants to score. The difference is he wants to score goals. Like he's not the kind of guy that even when he doesn't score goals and gets taken off and just disappointed on the bench, he looks like angry, upset. You need that kind of player in your team that's going to score goals. Like even when we had Aubameyang scored goals for fun, like in that team. Like he's always scoring goals. Under Emery, he scored an awful lot of goals under Emery. Even before Wenger retired from Arsenal, or when he left Arsenal, he scored a lot of goals as well. So we always had strikers who could score goals. You know what I mean? It's not like you can't score goals, but the problem is nowadays, I notice with strikers nowadays, like they don't want to score goals anymore. Like back in the day, the aim of the game is your striker scores all your goals to win the league. Like if you win the league back in the day, your striker will score 30 goals, 30 plus goals a season to win in the league, 25 to 30 plus goals a season to win in the league. Now the way our strikers are scoring goals now is like the wingers are scoring more goals than the striker.
Let's share it all out. There's no selfishness.
But Haaland scored a lot of goals for Man City. Like he scored 20 plus, 30 plus, whatever. He's always scoring goals for Man City. That's why they won so many titles before. But now the goals have been shared around now. We're still getting top numbers as well, doing big numbers as well. So,
but he's a proper number 9 though, Craig. That's the thing. He's a proper number. It's funny how Arteta kind of like copies Pep, but he didn't copy Pep when it came to buying an elite striker. Yes, Gyökeres's numbers were crazy, but he doesn't have all the aspects of a Haaland, But on that point, I mean, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this conversation, Can we look at the manager for a moment, and can we ask the question, Can he actually coach attack? Can he actually coach a very good attack?
Because he's more of a defense. He's more of a defensive-minded player. When he was a player, he's more of a defensive-minded player. He's not. He's more defensive. Like he bought a lot of defenders. He's been at Arsenal. He's bought a lot of defending players, not really attackers. So I would say that he needs a striking coach who, like a clever old pro, like someone like a Thierry Henry could go into the training ground and say to the players, "This is what you need." Because when Thierry Henry was the Belgian assistant manager to Robert Martinez, and Robert Martinez was the Belgian coach, all the players were uplifted by Thierry Henry in training. The way I used to take free kicks, the way he used to show some of the even Lukaku, De Bruyne, all these players were Hazard as well when he was there. All of them were impressed by the way how he was like in training. He said he was the best player in training, and he was done long retired already. So it goes to show that he was showing players how to do things and how easy it was to do it. Like he was showing them how to take shots, how to slot the ball in the back of the net, not always have to hit it hard. There's all these things. Even Sako's growing up in the Arsenal academy learnt from Thierry Henry when he was coaching at Arsenal before he left. All these players were inspired by him. So you know you need to learn from great players, and great players will make you a better, even better player. And I feel like Arsenal don't have any. I don't know who's the striking coach at Arsenal, but they need to find someone that can
Sort it out,
help
mate.
sort it out because we can score more goals. Like even Saka as well. Saka can get more goals as well. Same with Martinelli, he can get more goals. Trossard can get more goals. All these players can get into double figures if they just become more, you know, take the game. Even games when we lose them, we need a goal. We need someone that's going to say, you know what, we're not going to lose this game today. I know I'm going back to the Invincible. Remember games when we were Invincibles, like we're losing the game, then a man like Reyes will come off the bench and score equalizer, or someone will come off the bench and get a goal for us. We need that kind of mentality back at the club where we're not going to. Declan Rice has got that mentality. He's the only one in the club's got that mentality. I would say in the team, he's the one that you win by no means possible. We have to win that game. We're not losing today. He's the only one that takes a game by scruff of the neck. If we're losing the game, he's always driving forward, trying to make something happen. Even against Aston Villa the other day, he had a chance where he drove into the box, put a lovely ball in. Gokres missed the chance, and they came to him out of wake and hit the side netting. Things like that, where he saw that we could go and win the game. Other midfielders would just sit back and try and defend for the 1-1 draw. He saw the bigger picture, said, "No, we need to win this game because Man City are on our tails, so we need to win the game." That's what we need. We need more players to be more, if go up there and go and win the game, not sit back and play for a draw when we can have a chance to win the game.
All I'm going to say is, yeah, that don't get individual brilliance mixed up with coaching. Yeah, yes, Arteta has improved, yeah, players in our team, obviously. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? He's the coach, and yeah, they see every single day. Yeah, they work on things, but individual brilliance, yeah, comes from the player. Yeah, some of the goals we scored, you know, like Zubamendi's volley, you know, you can't coach that, bro. Yeah, that's individual brilliance. Madueke's goal, yeah, individual brilliance. Yeah, he got a chance to come to Arsenal, you know, very good. You know, at the time we didn't think it was a good buy, and still he's still got a lot to prove. You know, the thing with us fickle fans is we see a player have a good game, one good game, and then, do you know what? Let's start him next week. You know, and then he has a nightmare, and then we're just on his tail. Football's like that, you know. Football can be a humbler, you know. Mourinho has stints in games, you know, like scores a goal, scores a brace in, you know, in a game, doesn't hardly do anything in that game, and then, do you know what? He's got to start next game, and then he's absolutely poo-poo. Yeah, you know. So that players can deceive you as well at times, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we're not saying that Arteta is a bad coach. Yeah, we're not saying that. But I think it's a two-way street as well. I think, you know, Arteta can get a lot more out of Gyökeres if he wants. I get the feeling, yeah, and I get the feeling. I don't know. I really don't get. I get the feeling that Gyökeres is not his type of striker. That's what, you know, when you're saying I love Havertz and all these kind of things, yeah, how's that making you feel in it? And Gyökeres is definitely a better signing in it. So there's a bit of like, you know what, I'm gonna prove you. Yeah. There's a bit of like, I'm gonna prove you that my striker is the one and all that. And you know what, when you're trying to win a title, I just think that's a bit of BS, to be honest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We should be all unified in the team. Yeah, we don't have to be unified as fans because we don't kick ball at the end of the day. We're not kicking, we're not on the pitch. Yeah, at the end of the day, but you can kind of like sense that, you know what I'm saying? Because it almost feels that Gyökeres ain't getting love. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just you can sense it in it, kind of thing. Innit? But let me go through this comment. Let me go through this comment. The Assemble says Gyökeres attacks facing the goal. Gyökeres attacks facing the goal. This system is made for a striker who plays with his back to the goal. Well, that's Havertz, isn't it? It's not about system. Jok has to show why the system should be built around him. It's not like Haaland wouldn't be scoring goals if Pep didn't adapt tactics to him. He just scored more is all. Haaland in our team, he's scoring big goals, bro. Yeah. Because individually he's brilliant and he can adapt. Yeah. Big up to Tony Claude TV, and make sure you go and subscribe to Tony Claude if you haven't. World-class players adapt and always find a way to get it going. The amount of excuses and protection Gyökeres is getting is hypocritical. If Madueke is scoring and Martinelli if Madueke is scoring and Martinelli's got 5 in the Champions League, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's just I think sometimes you got to try and like look at the whole picture instead of just aiming the gun. Yeah, do you know what I mean? At the player, because as much as Gyökeres, we feel that some of us feel that Gyökeres isn't doing enough. I feel there are other factors that are in play as well. So I don't want to just, blame the player 100%. I feel that maybe he needs a little bit more support from the players, maybe the manager as well. But also on the other side, I think Gyökeres could be a little bit better in terms of his play. Gyökeres needs to be around the 18-yard box. Yeah, I was saying that. Did you notice Blunderman celebrating Noni and Martinelli goal? Yeah. I saw that. The Assembled, why won't he celebrate an Arsenal goal? Don't have to be fast to be elusive with your movement. Shearer wasn't fast, bro. Yeah, but that guy, he picked up pockets, bang shots, bro. Elite.
Elite striker.
Elite. Ekatike, the one who got away. Yeah, man. I love your new logo, Tony, man. I just love the freshness of it, man. It's really nice. Matter of fact, Walcott at strike had all the pace, but had no idea how to get out of a defender's field of vision at the right time. Walcott was a player that if you gave him time to think, then he's literally just gonna flop. But if he doesn't have time to think, he was very
lethal.
Very good finisher as well. And Gyökeres in the Premier League, will he score over 100 plus goals? Like Theo did? I don't know. I really don't know.
Not under this manager. Not under another manager he would. And under another manager, I think he would, because they would change the system for him, but not under Arteta, man. I don't think. The next question I have to ask you, do you think he'll be at Arsenal next season, though? If Arteta's the manager.
Well, we'll talk about that a bit later. Alvarez will suit Arteta's system better than Gyökeres. Hey, listen, don't start me on Alvarez. Yeah. Alvarez is my baller, bro. Yeah, I would love Alvarez at our club. Yeah, I would love him. I would love him at our club, but it's not happening. I'm going to ask you a question. Yeah, when I get through these comments. Yeah, Ekatike would have been, but it's hindsight. I didn't want him at the time because I had a suspicion he would become injury prone with us. His celebration was like the Rice free kick. If you notice, Rice hasn't, to my memory, taken a direct shot at goal from a free kick since. Yeah. Well, we don't really get free kicks in that situation. I think the last free kick we had, I think Rice did take in it. It was just slightly over the bar, so it wasn't a bad free kick. Does Arteta not get credit for the moment our attacking play was good? Of course he does, but you know what? The players probably get more credit because they're the ones actually executing that play. Timber has same mentality as Rice. Yep, Timber's a listen.
Elite mentality.
Yeah, Assemble very well. Come on, not really as well. Yeah. These man having a little bit of a. My only complaint with signing Madueke, yeah. My only complaint with signing was that we were giving Chelsea money and solving a problem for them. Here's a question for you, Craig. If we concede 1 or 2 goals against Wolves at home, should Arteta? This guy, man, this bro, and he's got a laugh at the end, bro. So,
oh man,
Yeah, I
Boy,
think he should be taken out. Yeah, hung and quartered, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Uh,
yeah,
David Raya has the best clean sheet percentage of any goalkeeper in the last 10 years of the UCL. Calm down in the chat, man. Come on, man. You know what? Sometimes, yeah, we um get too pented up in it with our feelings. And I am the same as well when I'm in other chats and when people are
mm.
chatting stuff in my shows as well. Yeah, just you know what I mean, just cool it. Question. Do we need to buy a striker for next season if Gyökeres is a flop?
Yes, I think we do. Not, I feel like in the summer, I think that because Havertz has got how much it is Havertz got left in his contract. I feel like after this season have 2 years left. Jesus will have a year, or I think Jesus will have a year left in his contract, or still a year or two left in his contract. So they might see how the season ends. They might have to get upgrade on both of them, maybe Coker as well. But I still have faith in Coker is going to come good eventually. But I don't know how much longer he'll get time because when Havertz is fit, most likely Havertz is going to be the first choice striker. That's what Arteta is kind of implementing. When Havertz is fit, he's going to be the first choice striker. But Havertz doesn't score enough goals for us. That's why we brought in Gokras in the summer because Gokras is the guy to score, get over the line to get to the next level, win the title. Where we missed out a couple of seasons, the last couple of years, last 3 years of missing out because of the not scoring enough goals at the crucial time. So and the striker market right now is very very poor. There's not a lot of elite strikers out there right now. Anyway, the ones that are the elite ones that are the big clubs, they ain't gonna leave. They ain't gonna leave and go to another. You're gonna have to pay over 100 million plus for elite striker. Say like Alvarez at Atletico Madrid. If we want to get someone like him, we'll have to pay 150 mil for him. And Arteta's not gonna spend that money.
150 mil. You're crazy, bro.
How much?
150?
But you know,
Nah, he's
buy
not going for. Nah, not
well, not
150.
100,
Maybe
maybe
100.
100, maybe 100. But I mean that
Yeah.
that's not they're very that they're gonna want to sell their best players for like that's why I said 150. They're not gonna want to sell their best players, and they've got release clauses in their contract and stuff like that. Especially in Spanish football. That's what I mean. That us to go get him, it's gonna cost us a lot to get him, and then he will settle in the Premier League. He won the league with Man City, but I mean that for us to pay that money is a lot of money to pay, but it's
Is he
worth
the
it.
only guy available though? You sure there ain't no other strikers? Remember, we've got a new scout.
Mm,
I can't remember his name. The Italian guy.
yeah.
I'm sure he'd be able to notice. You know, there's some special talent out there as well. So maybe he's
Mm,
got some connections to some new strikers. I know there's a. He's only young though. He's a young striker in Italy. And Gianni probably knows him a bit more, but need to see a little bit more of him and stuff like that. But people, make sure you slap up the likes and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Remember, we're all a community as well, people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I've had to, you know what I mean, just remind guys, yeah, that you know what, sometimes, yeah, things get heated and stuff like that. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta leave stuff off, you know what I mean? Instead of like just
mm.
stressing out with people. I've had people that I know, bro, that's just been chatting rubbish recently. You know who you are. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's just leave it as that. But right, nearly 50 minutes. Nearly 50 minutes, bro. This is the show that I probably weren't gonna do, but I'm so grateful that I done it today. Do you know what I mean? Because I needed to talk about it. But anyway, let's move on to the Wolves game quickly because man didn't want to do a preview on Sunday, yeah. So we might as well do the preview now, innit? Yeah, let's just do the preview now, innit? So based off of the good form you've seen, and we've got our first teamers to come back, yeah. Let's do a starting lineup, yeah. And remember, we're playing Wolves, yeah. So respectfully, do we have to go strong, or can we just like, do you know what I mean? How do we How do we manage expectations for this game? But you know what? Let me bring up the old lineup builder. I know you love that. Let me just bring that up. And guys, help us out as well, yeah, because I think you have to also look at the players that played well. Played well yesterday as well. Hold on, let me just bring this up. Shout to the community as well as always, yeah.
Shout out Tony Ford, man. Thanks for this love and support,
big up
man.
Tony
Respect,
Ford. Big up the assembled as well, man. Big up to both of you, man. Every single time, man. Big up to the assembled, man. The questioner. I call him the questioner. And Tony, obviously, you know what I mean, is broski. Are you going to be watching, just on a side note, are you going to be watching any of the AFCON? Because me and Hanno and Kyle, we're going to be doing madness, bro, over the AFCON. So make sure.
I'll try and jump on one or two of the streams. I'll try and jump on. If I'm not working, I'll try and jump on.
I hear it.
I'll jump on. Yeah. Most of the games in the evening, aren't they? Late kickoff or early kickoff?
Some of them are during the day, you know. Some of them are like 5:30. They're all different times, but anyway, that's another side note. Anyway, what's this? That Arsenal team last night is good enough to beat Wolves. Yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah. So who's going in goal on Saturday?
David Raya.
So Raya's in goal. Had a really good game the other day.
Solid.
Raya in goal. Okay. Timber back to right back. Huh? Ben White might be injured though, isn't it? Huh?
Is Ben White injured?
I heard Latvian said he's injured, but I don't know what's going on. If he hold on, let me check my.
I don't think. I know he came off last night. I don't know if he just came off with being rested. I don't know if he's injured.
Oh, I don't even know if Saliba's back, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Saliba might not be back from injury yet either. So, let me see.
Why is it saying Declan Rice is injured on here? Physical discomfort. Hey, let me show you. Let me share this with you. Yeah, 1 sec. Yeah. Hey, does this look a little bit? Does this look a bit?
Wow.
That looks a lot, doesn't it?
That's a lot of injuries.
We're gonna get to the question. That looks like a lot, doesn't it? Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. That's like how many injuries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 injuries. Oh no, 7 injuries plus 1 suspension. All key players as well.
Saliba out till next year. Wow. Okay.
Masquerade's out until January. Wow.
Yeah, Dowman's injury, I'm a bit gutted about that. Wow, that's kind of like, I'm so glad we got teams like Wolves. I don't want to see Timber as centre back, bro. I don't want to see him as centre back.
Well, I got an idea then. Put Timber right back and put Ben White centre back. Because just swap them around.
Let's do that. Hold on. This thing is just slow. The thing is, yeah, he's not going to do this, but he's probably going to play Timber again as centre back. I don't like Timber as the centre back, man. But we're picking our team anyway. We're the manager. We're picking the team, yeah. This ain't a prediction. We're picking our strongest team. You know what I mean? So Ben White.
Or, you know what he might do? He might play Norgard. He might play Norgard centre back again.
Oh, Norgard. Should I put Norgard in?
Yeah, put Norgard.
That might be a best bet, isn't it?
Yeah, might put Norgard in half here and centre back. If Ben White's inside, yeah.
Do you know what, Craig? You're a smart guy, you know. I didn't think of Norgard, mate. That's a good that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We'll do predictions in a minute. Nkapie?
Nkapie on centre back, yeah.
Left, Calafiori's out, so it's going to be
Lewis Skelly.
Skelly. Let me just change the formation. 4-2-3-1. So Zubi plays again.
Yeah, Zubi plays again.
When's that guy going to get a rest, bro?
One of the defenders get fit.
He's going to be another one he's going to be another one on red, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
What? Definitely. Hold on. Timber is injured.
Oh my god.
So that's Ben White, yeah? Why isn't Timber on here then?
Timber's injured. Oh man.
You can't rest him. You can't rest him. You can't rest Zubimendi for this game.
No, we can't.
You can't rest him. Look how many injuries we got, bro.
Timber's injured. I just checked it now. He's injured.
Raw. So Ben, it's going to have to be Ben White then, isn't it? This is bare bones. This is bare bones, man. This isn't good, bro. This is not good.
We both had issues from the weekend. 2 bad kicks. With you and 2 early. Rice have to manage to see if he can play some minutes. I thought that was yesterday's game. There's a little worry from involvement against Waterston, the Dutchman. Fitch the 7,000 train ahead of Club Bruce and their mindset that it should pick up the game week 15.
So who we play in midfield? Odegaard and Eze?
Yeah. Put Odegaard in the 8 and put Eze in the 10. We're gonna have to do that. If Rice is injured, then we'll have to do that as well.
Oh shit, yeah, Rice as well, isn't it? I don't even think Rice has to play this game, bro, man. It's Wolves, man.
No,
so Odegaard, yeah, Odegaard. Odegaard, he best not play Eze on the left, bro. I'll be fuming, bro.
Definitely. But on the right hand side,
yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I think after the performance Madueke had yesterday, I would love to see Madueke starting this game, but I know it's not going to start against Wolves. I know he's going to start.
No, this is our team, bro. This is the Craig and Don football team, bro.
You know what? We're going to put Madueke on the right. Give Saka a rest again on Saturday. Bring him on if needs be, because there's a lot of games in December as well. So I'll put Madueke on the right, and then put
Didn't Cap say that? I'm sure Cap said yesterday that Timber did travel, but I might be tripping. So Madueke on the right, yeah. Okay.
And then Martinelli on the left.
Martinelli. This is like.
And then up top.
So who's the options? Oh, we've got Marino or
Gokeres or Jesus. But Jesus ain't going to start this game, and we'll come off the bench.
Nah, I don't think Jesus should be starting games yet, man.
No, it's too early. So Mika Marino and Victor Gokeres. You know what? Yeah. Do you start Marino up top, or do you start Gokeres up top?
Mascara is going to be out for weeks, they said, so he's probably not. Was he actually even on the list? In mid-January. Say mid-January. Mid-January, man.
I'm going for my strongest line. I want to see Victor Gokeres up front on Saturday.
Same here.
So I've got Gokeres up top. Nick and Rina can come off the bench if anything. Change the game.
If he can't score against these, man, if he cannot score against these, man, bro. Bro.
And that's a strong lineup right there. I know it's
decent lineup, bro.
It's a decent lineup. You know, I know Norgard is physical good in the air, so him and him Papu, I thought there's not a lot of pace in that back four. Only Lewis Skelly, but we have to be very clever in this game. But we'll have most of the possession anyway, because obviously we're the home team against Wolves as well, so we'll have most of the possession. So
it's a deep concern about these injuries, bro. Yeah, that's our team. Yeah, I'll screenshot it. It be on the
Yeah,
post. Yeah, it'll be on the post for our the YouTube channel as well.
yeah.
It's a massive concern, bro. The amount of injuries, especially in defense, bro.
Mm,
Timber injured as well. We're
yeah.
supposed to be getting players back, but it seems like players are just like going down.
Falling, dropping
Flies,
like
balls.
flies. Yeah, dropping like flies all the time now. Mm.
And
Oof.
has City got any injuries? Has who is it? Villa got injuries? You know,
Not
these are
recently, no. Those are our main rivals for the title as well. So
abs.
yeah.
What's this? How did you know my name was Craig? Oh, you're a joker, bro. You're a joker, man. The Assemble says next year that's going to make things extremely difficult. I think it makes things extremely difficult now, and it
Mm,
puts pressure on a lot of the players. That's why I said earlier in the show that rotation should have really been kind of done earlier into the season, because now we're just playing players
mm,
now that have just come back. You know,
mm,
Gyökeres, what, 2 games, 1.5 games, two.
mm.
Well, yeah, 2 games in terms of halves. He's not really played that much football. Madueke's slightly coming back as well. Odegaard, he's been back 2-3 games.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Martinelli as well. He hasn't been back that long either. It's crazy.
definitely,
One thing I don't want to see Eze getting injured, man. I don't want to see Eze getting
definitely not.
injured. The reports are saying that
Definitely.
players didn't play against Bruges. Oh, yeah, okay, I read that. If White is injured, then it will be Salmon or Nichols at right back. Wow.
Hmm. Hmm.
AFC always says, why not play Saka left wing and Madueke? That's an option as well. That is
Hmm.
definitely an option as well. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That is an option.
Hmm.
But people are saying that Saka needs rest. So, you know, we don't really need Saka to really start in this game. Although I think Saka may start on the right wing anyway.
Yeah, I'm not
But I
sure
don't
about
want
the
to
left
see
wing.
Yeah, I don't think Madueke is good on the left. I don't want to see him on the left. I'm just gonna go back to the normal screen. I don't think
Mm,
Madueke is gonna be that good on the left. So yeah, I'm not
mm,
really feeling that. Timber travelled, but I can see Arteta debating with him as to whether or not he was really going to take Salmon and Nichols on the bench or not. Mosquera is probably out for 2 months. Havertz is back. It's saying on here late December. So late
mm.
December, Havertz is back. Let me just go back to the chat. What about oh, what am I doing? Let me just go back to here. It's a beyond annoying that Mosquera got injured. Yeah, I know we look at the Saliba injury and the Gabriel injury, but that injury, Mosquera injury, is hell of annoying, bro. That one
Mm.
is so because Caprier doesn't even get a chance to like build like a little, momentum.
Relationship, of course.
Yeah, and
Mm.
it's hell of annoying. I get what Boyten's saying. Gyökeres should be bagging a hat trick against Wolves. Never mind the goal. These injuries caused by Arteta intense training. Havertz did his gracefully hamstring in Dubai because of Arteta's high press drilling in training. Yeah, he got that. He got that in warm weather training as well. That's crazy. I was comfortable with the defense and whatever shape it might take until Mosquera went down. He covers for 3 positions. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? He play
Mm. Right back,
left.
left back, and
Yeah,
centre
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We have a strong squad, but with the amount of injuries we're working with, a small squad. We have a strong squad, but it's depleted, so it now becomes a weak squad.
Mm.
For me, it's weak now. If if players are not available, then it's a weak squad right now. Right now in December, it's called Dusty December, yeah, because I think this month, yeah, team's gonna be looking at us. Wow, no Saliba, no Gabriel. Yeah, we've got a chance here. That's the first thing that's coming out of their mouth. We have
Mm.
a chance now. Yeah, it's not that I'm fearing you. Yeah, it's we have a chance. Abs, my name is Craig, by the way. Oh, okay. Is it Craig David? Is it Craig David? Yeah, man. But big up to everyone, man. Hey, chat predictions, please, before we jump off. What's your prediction on Saturday, my brother? And it's an 8 p.m. kickoff, by the way. Yeah. What's your prediction?
I'll say 4-0 Arsenal.
Okay. I'm gonna go for 3-0. I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. Boy 10's gonna say 6-0 or something, man. He's crazy. He'd probably say 6-7-0. What's your score predictions, people, in the chat? AFC says 5-0. Arsenal. Has Wolves got any decent players? Have they got any good players?
Strand
They've only
Larson.
got 2 points. Strand Larson.
Good player. They got that Colombian in his shoulder as well. What's his name again? Oh man, he's and they got the other guy as well. Who else have they got? They got a mascara defender as well. You know, funny enough, they got a mascara defender.
Yeah, was scary enough. Oh,
I got a mascara defender as well.
That's funny.
Who else have Wolves got?
Big up to Craig in the building, man. Arsenal need to, yeah, we need to win. We need to win. I think this is a game that you can look beyond, because this should be a 3-pointer. Yeah, this should be 3 points. And that's another week to get maybe a player back, isn't it? Hoping that a player might come back. So people, do your prayers, yeah. However you pray, yeah. Just pray that we get a couple of players back for the week after, because it's looking peak right now. It's looking hella peak right now. But yeah, Craig, we're gonna do that show, yeah, the 2004 show, where we just go back to memory lane and we talk about the Invincibles and we talk about that year, you know what I'm saying, the drip. Do you know what I mean? All of the do you know, I was just doing a bit of research, because obviously you've got to do research, and it was Usher. Usher was killing things that year, you know. It's like,
Confessions album. That was the year 2004.
Yeah.
It was dominating everywhere, man.
Anyway, look out for that show anyway, man. We look out for that show, because that show's coming soon. Yeah, don't want to spoil it. End of the day, it's all about getting those 3 points. If I'm honest, I don't care if we win 1-0 or 2-1, and that's the attitude that we want to have, 100%. But listen, people, yeah, we're going to end it on that note. Over an hour, big boy stream, always big boy stream with a man like Craig and all them things there. People, make sure you slap the likes, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel, and yeah, we'll be back soon. Just big up to all the chat as well. Elite as always. Yeah. That's why I'm always cautious about Arsenal winning. Elite chat as always. But yeah, people, man, take care of yourself, and you know, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. We out. Peace.